up and welcome back to the Mama's Review. Jacob is going to be a year old on Friday and I don't really understand the emotions I'm feeling about it all. But I'm excited and I'm sad and I'm happy and it's just a weird stage to be at. And if you've ever had a baby that's turned 1, you will understand what I mean, because it's exciting because you want to see them grow and learn and develop, but you want them to stay your baby forever, and he is no longer, I don't feel, a baby. He is totally getting into that toddler stage. So anyway guys, Jacob will be a year on Friday, so I wanted to make a video just talking about him, so let's get started. So first off, I'll just go over Jacob's measurements and stuff. So Jacob is about 30 inches long. He's about 30 inches long and weighs about 20 pounds. So he has stayed at 20 pounds, and in fact he lost a little bit of weight. 1 month he was 19 pounds again, but he's stayed at that for quite a few months now. He's moving and eating and loves food, so I'm not worried about it, but he's just on the smaller side and that's okay. So he has 4 teeth, so he got the 2 bottom teeth first, then he got his 2 front teeth, and now he's working on the ones right beside his front teeth. I don't know what they're called, but he's getting them, so that's kind of nice. We've had a really nice, progression with teething. Like, he started off like teething, I sort of think he was teething around 3 months because he was drooling a ton, and it just sort of stayed, and then I think he got his first teeth at about 9 or 10 months and then worked his way up to his top and so on. So it's been really nice. 2 come at a time, and it just sort of seems like there's a little bit of a break in between, like maybe a month in between, and then we get another set. So his teething process has been really nice, I'll say that, because I know of people that have had not so nice experience with teething. You know who you are, and yeah, so I'm happy that it's been an easier ride. He still is the, normal, typical baby when they're teething, where they're fussy and cranky and stuff. But what I mean is it hasn't come all at once, and it hasn't just sort of stayed and not, broken through the gums. So we're really lucky there, and I'm really happy with how it's progressing. So Jacob loves food. He loves food, and some of his favorite foods would definitely be like peanut butter on apples or toast or anything. He loves peanut butter. Hey, you are in my way. I'm trying to shoot this video about you, and your cute little face is taking up the whole screen, which you guys probably actually don't mind. So his favorite foods, like I said, peanut butter is one big one. He really likes peanut butter. He really likes fruit, so bananas or blueberries or strawberries. He likes frozen blueberries, and he actually likes dried blueberries also. He loves peaches. And pears, he likes pears. So like, I can pretty much give him any fruit and he'll be happy with it. He also likes a lot of grainy things. So he likes Cheerios or cereal, like any sort of cereal. He likes French fries, he likes potatoes, he likes crackers, like any sort of like grainy food, he loves that. Starchy foods, loves it. So he could live on French fries and crackers if I let him. Other things that he loves would be soup. What I would say that he doesn't really like, which is kind of a downside, is he doesn't really love vegetables at all. There's not very many vegetables that I can give him and he will eat. And he won't really eat any raw vegetables. He doesn't really like peas. He doesn't really like Brussels sprouts. He doesn't really like carrots. I've got to make sure that they're soft and maybe in something, like with pasta or something, for him to eat it. Otherwise, he sort of eats around it. So I don't know if that's normal. Most babies probably don't love vegetables. They're bland. I don't really love vegetables, so I can't blame him. But we are working on it. We're trying to incorporate it with a few different things to hopefully work it into his diet a bit more. So Jacob can say a few words. He says mom, dad, hi. He will say yeah. What else does he say? He has said grandpa a few times and grandma, but it's not really formed as grandma and grandpa. It doesn't really sound like that. It sounds more, I don't really even know how to explain how he says it, because it doesn't sound like grandma and grandpa, but we know that that's what it is that he's trying to say, because it is towards his grandma and grandpa, and it's almost every time he sees them. So we know that he's trying to say it. He just got the pronunciation totally wrong. Another word that he says, and I've probably said this in a previous video, is book. He doesn't pronounce the K, but he'll go buh, buh, buh. He loves books. He has a ton of books. A ton. There's a ton of books in his room. We have bought him tons. We did, for our baby shower, we got them to give books instead of cards. And I've loved that. I've loved having a ton of books to read to him. It is almost overkill, but I don't mind because I'd rather him have books that he loves. And now, before nighttime, what we normally do is I'll read him a story from his Bible, Daddy will pray for him, and then him and Dad will pick a book, and I'll read that to him before bedtime. And so Jacob will sort of scan his bookshelf, and now he's like gotten to the point where he's decided which book he wants. So he will look through the whole bookshelf to try to find the book he wants, and as soon as he finds it, even if it's back behind 3 or 4 books, he reaches back and grabs it to read it. And I think that's so awesome. Like, how cool is it that now he's at the age and the stage where he knows what books he likes, what he wants to listen to, and it's not always the same book. He has favorites, but he chooses different books as he goes, and I think that's so fun and exciting to see as a mom, to watch him grow and develop, especially in that sense. Jacob can do a number of things now that he's almost a year. He'll wave hi and bye-bye. He goes like this. He can clap his hands. He can walk. He chooses to walk with us, but he can walk. He has walked the distance of our house numbers of times, but 99% of the time he wants to hold your hand. And I think that's because he likes to be really close to anybody. He just likes to be close to people. And so if it's just me home, he wants to be where I am. If it's me or Dad, or like if grandma and grandpa are over, or if auntie and uncle are over, or any family or friends, he wants to be around where people are. And so if we get up and walk out of the room, he wants to go for a walk also. He doesn't know how to get himself up to his feet position yet, and he doesn't normally push off of furniture once he's standing, because he can pull himself up to furniture, but he doesn't necessarily walk away from the furniture. That's something that we're working on, because I think that'll help him to be able to get up and move on his own. Most of the time I have to pick him up onto his feet and then he'll walk. He also gives kisses and hugs. He's done this for a long time. He kisses all of his little stuffed animals. He'll hug me if I ask for a hug, or kiss me if I ask for a kiss. It's something that I've loved that he learned very early on, because it just seemed like he was a very compassionate person. And anytime I was upset or anything this last year, since he learned how to give kisses and hugs, if I was upset, he'd come up to me and he'd give me a hug or he'd give me a kiss. And I just think that is such a sweet personality trait of his, that he is very compassionate. Lastly, the things that Jacob loves would definitely be, he's got this little teddy bear. We call him Mr. Bear. We got that from one of our dear friends at the baby shower. And he loves it. It sits in his crib with him. He takes it when we go traveling places. And I just think it's very sweet that he has a teddy bear that at this age he already loves a lot, because he's got a few stuffed animals. He likes, my dad bought him this really big stuffed animal, and he likes that. He'll hug it before bed and when he wakes up also. But this is one that he can carry around and we can take with us. And so I think that's why he kind of gravitates towards it. He also loves music and songs and dancing. We put him in music classes, as most of you guys probably already know, and he thrived. He loved it. There was kids his age there, which was really fun. And so he had a blast doing that. He likes to play peekaboo. He's always loved to play peekaboo, right from when he was very, very little. That was one of his favorite little games to play with us. One of his favorite songs would probably be The Wheels on the Bus. He likes when I go, wah, 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 wah. He likes when I do the babies on the bus. So that's probably one of his favorite songs to sing. And so we do that a lot in the car to distract him. Like I already mentioned, Jacob loves books. He's got a lot of them and he loves to read them. He loves to flip the pages. He loves to look at all the pictures. And so I love to read to him. I read to him when I was pregnant, and I just think it's fun to sit and do that every night. He loves the water. So we had him in swim lessons and he loved that. And anytime it's bath time, if I say, you know, it's time to go for a bath, he will walk to the bathroom and try to get into the tub, clothes on and everything. He doesn't spend a lot of time in the tub, so I don't really know why he loves it so much. He kind of gets done sitting in the tub after a while, but he loves to be in there. He loves to be able to pick up his toys and play around. We got him some foam letters that stick to the tub, and some cool little things that water, you know, kind of goes through and stuff. And so I think he enjoys being in there. He enjoys playing and learning and splashing his hands and blowing bubbles and stuff. And I'm happy he loves the water, because when we first bathed him, his very first bath when he was a baby, we tried to bath him in our kitchen sink, and he freaked out. And that was the only time he's ever freaked out in water. Since then, he's been awesome. He's been in the freezing cold lake, and that didn't bug him. He went in a freezing cold pool over summer, and that didn't bug him. And so it's really nice to see that he loves water. It'll be so nice as he grows up to just be able to enjoy water. Lastly, one major thing that Jacob loves is he loves to go for walks. He loves to just, whether that's me walking with him, whether that's me carrying him in my carrier or with me, he loves that. He loves to just be out and about and doing stuff. He doesn't really like to just sit and do nothing. That really bores him and he gets frustrated. He likes to be up and doing stuff, and so that's really fun. He's not really, like, he won't just sit in his high chair for me. He won't just sit while I'm doing the dishes. He wants to be playing with something or doing something or moving, and that's probably most kids, but I do think that's really fun, especially at this age, because he's really exploring and I get to watch him do that and come along for the ride kind of with him because he wants me to be there. So anyway, guys, that's Jacob. I cannot believe he's going to be a year old. Like I said in the beginning, my heart can't handle it. I really can't take it. I'm like, I'm trying to keep myself busy. Like, I'm baking his cake for his birthday, and I'm doing a few other little things, trying to keep my mind occupied, because if I were to stop and think about it, I think it would, I don't know, stress me out or something. It's crazy that a year has already gone by. I love him so, so much. He's just such a sweet boy. He's got such a nice personality. He's nice to other people. He's a little bit shy. He kind of makes strains with strangers. He never used to do that, and ever since we had a Santa Claus incident where he freaked out, since then he has been a little bit more skittish and wary of people, even people he knows. So we are trying to break that. We're trying to just get him to be a little bit more easygoing around people, so hopefully that'll come. Anyway, guys, that's Jacob. Like I said, love him to bits. Loved this first year of his life. I'm looking forward to all the rest of them. Thank you so much for watching. My video next Wednesday is going to be Jacob's birthday party setup stuff. I don't know what I'm going to tape because for me it's more important to spend the time with him, but I will tape maybe me kind of decorating the cake a bit and show you kind of what we, you know, the layout of what we did, and I can insert a few pictures too. So anyway, guys, thank you so much again for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up for Jacob being a year old. Oh, I can't take it, I can't take it. To think about it drives me nuts. Anyway, I've said that. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.